Good morning. June 6, 2020. I'm Pastor Rusty. This is your daily inspo. Well, I'm sitting in my office this morning and I'm relishing the time to be here to get some Bible study done and just in the quiet to worship and to pray. Well, let's continue with our thought on prayer this morning. Paul tells us in Ephesians to pray in the Spirit at all times, in every prayer and supplication. Wow. Isn't that great? Praying the Spirit all the time. One of the things I think that means as we look at that, praying in the Spirit is praying according to God's will and praying according to His leading. And he says in there we should pray all the time. And then he goes on and says and that we should pray and supplicate for the saints all the time. We should be involved in prayer for one another. I know a lot of times we think about, I need prayer, and that's a wonderful thing, but I think one of the greatest gifts that we've been given is intercessory prayer, the ability to pray for one another. A lot of our brothers and sisters are facing some really hard times. They've been struggling with the isolation, they've been struggling with the separation. Some people don't do separation very well. Well, when we lock in and our journey takes us with Christ and we're walking in the Spirit, as Galatians tells us, we are sensitive to the spiritual realm. And being in touch with the Spirit of God and letting Him guide us. There's so many things and so many times I want to say a certain thing or preach a certain topic. But a lot of times that's for me. God is checking me and keeping me on the path. He's leading me and He's keeping me focused on what His tasks for me are. And a lot of times I feel the urgency to pray for people, for saints. And, Paul says to make supplications for the saints all the time. Well, we know supplication is an urgent request. It's to come before God and ask specifically for other people. He says in there that we need to pray at all times in the Spirit, with God's guidance, with God's leadership. And that may take a little longer than you think it does. So many times I think we're used to putting up those bullet prayers or those arrow prayers where we just shoot it up to God and hope it catches somewhere. And then we just keep right on going with our day. But the truth of the matter is, we need to stop and we need to have a time of meditation. We need to have a time of focus, and we need to spend enough time in quiet meditation that we can then hear that still small voice of God and then pray according to the leading of the Spirit. Praying in the Spirit is praying in tune with God. It seems like that's something that's kind of gone by the wayside today, especially in modern evangelical culture where everything is a bumper sticker and everything is a program and everything is a sermon series and everything has all the flash and all the splash and all the pomp and circumstance. But the truth of the matter is, our journey is an individual journey. And as we walk with God and as we dig deeper into the truth and the hidden things, that we've already looked at, where our Father who is in secret, we've got to go to that secret place. We've got to go to that place where we are open with Him and we are talking with Him and we are listening for His guidance. And so many people struggle with understanding the voice of God. And it's something that I myself struggle with at times because there's so many things blaring in my head all the time. And we live in a world that never takes our ear pods out, that we live in a world that's always got a video playing in front of us, or we've got a TV in the background, or we've got the radio playing in our cars. Sometimes we just need to go to that secret place and sit down with God and in the Spirit commune with Him and then supplicate for the saints in prayer at all times. Prayer, as I've said before, is the lifeblood of the Christian discipleship journey. Are you on that journey? This is something you can do today. And I hope to see you tomorrow, the Lord's Day. We're going to open the church back up, and I look forward to being around folks again. That's going to be exciting. But at the same time, I'm excited about preaching the Word of God and seeing the Spirit of God and the Word of God make changes in people's lives for the better, for growth in Him. I'm Pastor Rusty, and I'll see you tomorrow.